in Berlin, was captain of her senior thesis exhibition, and made the dean's list for each of her semesters. She's been awarded a Tom Drysdale production grant and a senior award for creative and innovative excellence. Outside of photography, Jennifer's a designer, has self-published designs, and collaborated on album cover art. You may also have seen her reading tarot cards at 721 Broadway in the past few weeks, using a photographic tarot deck that she created as part of her senior thesis. Earlier this week, Jennifer earned her Bachelor of Fine Arts in Photography and Imaging. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer Kinney.
Hello, Tisch, class of 2012. Hello, friends, parents, professors. Hello, Dean Campbell. Hello, graduates. I'd like to share with you a quote by Kurt Vonnegut, a little piece of advice intended for humans in a situation not so different from our own. Hello, babies. Welcome to Earth. It's hot in the summer and it's cold in the winter. It's round and wet and crowded. On the outside, babies, you've got about 100 years here. There's only one rule that I know of. God damn it, you've got to be kind. Vonnegut is speaking in a fictional christening, but he could just as easily be talking about us. We've reached the end of this road, friends. This is Earth to college graduates. We're entering a whole new world. That's not to say we're being booted out on the street. We're not leaving alone, and we're not leaving for good. Indeed, this is not an end so much as hello to something entirely new. Our education has shaped us and nourished us, and we're going to be incredibly strong because of it. When we leave, we're going to be greater than when we entered, greater than we ever imagined. And that's true in part because we aren't alone. For the past 4 years, we've been weaving thin but powerful threads. We've spun a web, connecting ourselves to students, professors, organizations, and communities. When we leave this university as graduates, adults in the university and just babies in the world, we will leave together, surrounded by exceptional talent and extraordinary people. Our success, no matter where we find it or what shape it takes, will be in each other's hands. We have now, all around us, all the people we need to make the next blockbuster, to win the Tony, the World Press Photo, the Grammy, the Oscar. I hope that for the past 4 years, your classes were stimulating, your resources plentiful, and that you produced great work. Tomorrow, when that work continues, I hope it is because of the strength and support of the people around you now. As I was writing this speech, I read the book Birth of Pleasure by Carol Gilligan. She writes about a study that found the brain lights up more brightly in response to cooperation than to gaining competitive advantage, and that those neural circuits that light up from cooperation are the same that respond to pleasure, like chocolate and a wide range of licit and illicit activities. Cooperation is like chocolate. It gives us joy. It comes from love, which binds us to the people around us. As Vonnegut so simply reminds us, we've got to be kind. It has become my firm belief that we can all do better in our own lives if we can work towards everyone doing well. This means collaboration over competition, compromise over obstinacy. It means, on a very basic level, caring. One of the most valuable things I have learned here in New York, at Tisch, and in the wonderfully loving Department of Photography and Imaging, is that the community we want does not exist elsewhere, does not begin anywhere, until it begins to exist in ourselves. In a sense, we are all newborns now, leaving a space of comfort and support for a world that is hot and cold and wet and crowded. But if we recognize one another as our most valuable resources, and treat both ourselves and the wider world into which we are stepping with respect and grace, we'll be ready. We've been weaving webs based on our shared passion, our compassion, our work ethic. Now, soon, we have to test that web's strength. We have to try to catch something. It has to be said, as the class of 2012, we might not have 100 years to spare. In fact, if the Mayans had it right, we've got about 6 months. So the time is here, and now. It's a simple rule, kindness, but its implications are revolutionary. This is a celebration of creators. Rather than expecting the world to change by a force we can't control, we will create the world we want to inhabit, slowly and thoroughly, one step at a time. Maybe it's best to think that while we won't bid farewell to this world anytime soon, we've got a lot of work to do. Our hands will shape the world that is to come. I hope that while we maintain the net we have knit here together, we do not fear saying goodbye to old systems, old ways of doing things, and hello to a kinder world I look forward to building with you. So goodbye. Goodbye to university. Goodbye to Tisch. Goodbye to late nights in the photo department. Goodbye to La Basket. Goodbye to calling 721 Broadway a second home. And hello. Hello, testing our strength. Hello, loving collaboration. Hello, opportunity, imagination, possibility. Hello, graduates. Hello, world. Thank you.
It is now my privilege